What is up, guys? Welcome to JS Racing. My name is Jason. So I want to show you guys real quick some of the newer functions that I just implemented into the KartHUD system, and maybe a bit later I'll show you some of the new features on the app as well. So we're now on the race mode. I'm sorry about the reflections. It's a bit bright today, but we're on race mode, and we now have an other unit on as well. So whenever there's a new other unit, it will show up if it's like right behind you. So that's the one right there. To have the unit appear in these boxes, they have to be immediately behind you in terms of placement. The purpose of this is to show the interval time of this unit, how far they are behind you, and this obviously is how far you are behind them. And it'll update the position live. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty intuitive. And the next page I want to show you is this sector analysis page that I just added. So these are the segments of each sector, and the sector times will update. It'll show you one lap prior to the current lap, just to give you a reference. And then the best sectors is updated across all peers. So if someone's doing much faster than you, it will show up here as cyan. If it's your own, it will show up as magenta. The theoretical is just the live updated, basically the best lap times, best segments stitched together to give you the ideal lap time. Session best is your own best lap, and then the average pace, you know, it's just your average. Anyway, so the next page is the live lap times from all the other karts involved in the race. So before, it was like a lap history, which is only your own laps, but now I added the live data so that, you know, the driver can see what others are doing as well. And then this one is just a live map that tracks other cards. So I might be removing this because it's already appearing on the other one. So yeah, I mean, this key stat page was more for development purpose, so that's why I had these. I'm still thinking of what I can change them into, but I'll keep them there for now. Anyway, so let me just do a lap real quick so that I can have some data, and then I'll then show you guys what it looks like on the other pages. So I'm just driving around a block. The track layout you saw was like the block around my house, so I'm just driving around. So I set the start finish line somewhere around these light poles. I forgot where exactly, so it should start counting now. So yeah, you can see in the current lap, the lap time is counting. So if you look on the top, the dots, the colors are filling in right now, and those are the segments of the first sector. So once the first sector is done, the time will show up. There you go. So if it's like the best time, it will update to the best sectors. So it's definitely going to be the best because, you know, this unit is in front of the other one. So yeah. So another feature that I also added to the unit is automatic track limit detection. So as I drive through the circuit or track, which I currently recorded around my house, it will try to detect me going off the track limits, which I almost always do because I set the track width to be quite thin. It's about, I don't know, like 3 meters or something, and you know, there are no white lines marking the track, so obviously it's like every time I drive around the road, it's not going to be perfect. So I'm almost always off the track limit. I'll show you guys a bit later where it shows that. So there you go. I'm almost done with the first lap. It's showing me doing the quickest sector times because, you know, obviously that guy's not going to be faster than me. So yeah, I'm doing the faster sector times. I'm almost completed, but I'm at the traffic light right now. So yeah. All right, we're going now. Going to complete a lap. Now observe. The third sector will pop up and then it will go into the previous lap. As I cross the sector, yeah, there you go. And in the bottom right hand corner, it will show the average pace. I mean, there's really not much to average on, but it does compare to the other units. So I am 0.11 second quicker than the other unit because, you know, obviously it's behind me, so it's 0.11 second quicker. So I am now completing the second lap. You can see in the segments at the top, the dots are lining up differently now, yellow and green. So yeah, I'm not really driving that quick. So it compares to the previous lap, obviously, but it also compares to peers. So if someone else does a much better sector time, it will update. All their segments will update, so the unit will have data to compare against. So if I'm quicker or slower, those dots will show me. So it's got to be very, very useful during a race to see all this data, just to, you know how I'm doing against other people. Now, this unit was designed to work with the base station at a static location. So, you know, whatever track you're operating, it's supposed to be deployed there permanently. But the GPS is accurate enough that you can actually take the unit away and use it standalone. So in a way, if we were to join other races and stuff, we could actually use the unit and actually give us some good data on how we're doing in terms of pace. Although it does not collect other people's data because you need a KartHUD unit on their cart, you can still see your own sector times, which is actually very useful. You can see how well you're doing every lap. I mean, you can do it with an AIM already, but again, this is, you know, slightly cheaper. I mean, a lot cheaper in terms of cost. So, I mean, yeah, as long as we're able to draw the circuit and all the crucial points like, you know, start finish line, pit in and pit out, you know, we'll be able to observe a lot of useful data. And I'm thinking of adding some extra fields in that page that I just showed you. So like I want to add a stint duration. So, you know, specifically for endurance races, you want to understand how much, how long you've been running, how long you've got to go, so you can pace out your stamina, you can pace out your time, and also you can get prepared for, you know, the next stint. And all these data is updated, a WebSocket that publishes these data for each team. So I'll show you guys a bit later or in a different video just how that works. But yeah, I have a dedicated web page which each team member or team manager can log on to, and they can see their cart's live data, which is, again, very similar to what we're seeing on the screen now. It's just, you know, looks a bit nicer because it's on a computer or a tablet. But yeah, I mean, there's live tracking, there's live data, a lot of the more important information that you would need to run your cart. So yeah, anyway, so let me just quickly show you guys this. I'm doing a second lap now. So this is like the second or third lap or something, and you can see already, I mean, there are a lot of different colors happening because I'm, you know, changing my speed a little bit just to show you guys how it affects the you know, segment times and all that. So this is really good information just to show how I'm doing. I can do like a super fast lap, but you know, it's daytime, there's a lot of people, so I don't want to be dangerous. So this is the live data. I mean, like, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just shows me and the other unit and the gap between us. So yeah, it's really not much special about that. I do want to add a few more columns, a few more data fields. So I'm thinking of what to add to make it more useful for the driver. So this is the personal times. I can see my top speed, my lowest speed. So obviously you can tell that, you know, I have been slowing down, speeding up, just to get a more variable sort of data input. And if you look at the bottom left corner, the red dot is myself, the black dot is the unit behind me. So we're very close together, but you can tell that there's a bit of a update delay, which is fine. I mean, it's, you know, when you're dealing with radio communication and also GPS, there's always going to be a slight delay, so that's acceptable, at least I think. But yeah, I mean, if there are more units, it's going to update everyone's position as well. Sometimes it drifts apart quite a lot, and then it all of a sudden comes right up next to you. So that's kind of scary if you're in a live race, because you thought you were safe, but then all of a sudden it's like right next to you. But yeah, this is a live map, so everything is updated constantly. I think it's at 2 hertz. I think it's 2 hertz, either 1 or 2, something like that. Anyway, so yeah, this is my personal delta, the yellow one, and this is the interval between myself and the cart behind me. So it's compared against the current location, the current speed. So yeah, it's going to take it 3.71 seconds to reach me, apparently. So let me just speed up a little bit, see if it changes. Oh damn, 26 seconds. Nah, it's going to change. There you go. As I'm speeding up, that number is also speeding up. Another thing I want to show you guys is the yellow text in the bottom left-hand corner, TLV. That basically just means track limit violation. So it's got numbers on it. Those are just the lap numbers. So I had track violation in laps 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically every fucking lap I was exceeding track limit. So before I get to really test out the true accuracy of the track limit detection, we have to get our own track built first, because it's pointless to, you know, test it on the road, because, you know, I can never drive the same lane constantly, because most of the track limit violations happen during the corners, and corners, you know, obviously there are no white lines on the road like this, you know, there are no white lines here, so I can't tell if I'm actually going in the right section. So we are laying down the asphalt today for the new track. I think it's going to be completed in about 2-3 days or something, because we're going to do 2 layers. So hopefully the track will be done fairly soon. We still need to do the curbs. We need to draw the lines, the grid boxes. Yeah, there's still a couple of stuff that we need to do before we can actually test on the track. So yeah, it's all happening though. I think it's got to be done fairly soon. We're aiming for mid-February, so hopefully I get to test out the system somewhere by the end of December, so I can actually get a few more units up and running before opening up the track, so that we can really stress test the system. So far, all the testing I've done for all the functions are pretty good. The GPS, I had a bit of accuracy problem, but that was due to you know, how I referenced time and some coding issues. But after a bunch of tweaks, the accuracy is really pretty good, even without RTK corrections. So yeah, pretty happy with where I'm at now. But yeah, still quite a ways to go. Anyway, so I think I'll just stop it here. I'll do another video on the app. I want to show you guys what the WebSockets look like. It's pretty cool because I've been working on that for quite a while too. So I want to show you guys what the team managers can subscribe to during a race, what data they can see, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool. The system, if it works. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.